By the microphone at that other table, please. Okay, so this case is set on a return on summons. Is there any kind of agreement that you're gonna, I guess, regarding this eviction? No?
I'm evicting her still.
Okay, all right, I didn't know if you chatted and had come up with an agreement. Are you planning to file an answer, Ms. Schaefer?
This is a complicated matter. I am her daughter-in-law. My son is here.
Her daughter-in-law?
I'm her mother-in-law. I'm sorry, she's my daughter-in-law.
Okay.
My son is here. He's her husband, and he's also on the deed.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. If you think that you have defenses to this eviction action, then what you need to do is file an answer down the hall, and then we'll set the case for a court trial, okay?
Okay. Now, my question is this, being that my son is here and he's on the deed and he isn't agreeing with her, is there anything that he can say to let the court know?
Any response, Ms. Curran?
I contacted her son to make sure that he would back me up in filing this paperwork, and he agreed, and I have the text messages to prove that. So he is in support of me evicting her before I served her the 21 days to vacate.
So help me, why don't you sit down? I need you to, I think you need to be near a microphone and I need to have some understanding. Why don't you sit down as well, Ms. Schaefer? So I need to look at my code book for evictions. So why don't you stand here at the podium, sir, in the middle? Because that appears to be where you are. Time. So gosh, I don't know what happened to my computer. It's not responding. What's the address that we're talking about here? Because I can't pull up your complaint. So what is the address?
1848 Pikes Peak Drive, Florissant.
1848 Pikes Peak Drive in Florissant. Okay. And who owns that property?
That would be myself and my husband.
So Bridget Curran, and what is your name, sir?
Jedediah Curran.
Curran and Jedediah Curran. Okay. So it sounds like Ms. Bridget Curran. Well, I'll ask Mr. Curran. So Mr. Curran, are you a plaintiff in this case?
I'm nothing in this case. No, I'm not a plaintiff.
Okay. Are you in support of this eviction?
I'm not in support. There's a lot to this case. I was also served with divorce papers right around the exact same time. So it's not like the eviction is any wrongdoing of anybody's. It's more just trying to clear out a house.
There's a divorce action pending as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And so is this a way, of course, county court does not have jurisdiction over title to property. So I assume was this a property that was purchased during the marriage?
Not during the marriage, no.
Prior to the marriage?
Way after.
Way after the marriage?
It was purchased during our marriage.
During our marriage, yes, no.
So, and I do see a case, 25 DR 41. There's a divorce case pending with an initial status conference on December 17th at 9.
Your Honor, may I?
Uh-huh.
On October 10th, my husband packed his bag and left my house saying he was filing divorce papers.
When,
On
when you say it's your house. that
our
is not-
house, my apologies, our
go ahead.
house. On the 13th, because I quit answering, text messages from him in regards to if we were going to fix our marriage, my mother-in-law, the defendant in this case, began trying to intervene in this matter. And I asked her to stop because this was between me and my husband. And I reminded her that she was a guest in our house, at which point she said, no, I'm a renter. And I said I would have her served. And she told me I did not want to do that because I would not like what she was going to do. So on the 13th, I served her the 21 days to vacate. And before I served her,
Did you get this idea? It was 21 days.
um,
I can't pull up your complaint right now. I'm trying.
so the notice to terminate tenancy, I'm sorry. I went onto the county website to look for housing cases and what the proper avenue was for an eviction.
You went to a county website, not the court's
The
website?
county courthouse website.
Mhm.
And I filled out JDF 99B with the
Well,
landlord
Got it.
guy. Yeah.
All what what I would say, and of course I still can't look at it, but what I would say is that you really, I don't know that you have the authority to, without your co-owner
I have his text message saying that he would support me in this.
through anymore. So the house is going to be divided. There's going to be decisions made about what to do with the house in the divorce case. But that is not what, without the owners or him making you his agent, for example, for purposes of an eviction, him being in support of the eviction, making you his agent, then you could file by yourself. But with both of you owning the property, then both of you would need to, otherwise both of you would need to be plaintiffs. And you're not, right?
Correct, but he left my house on October 10th on his own volition. My apologies.
I still reside at the residence to not have altercations. I stay in our camper. So I'm at the residence and I do go in and out when she's not home, so we don't have confrontation. But I do reside there. I did not leave the residence
Okay.
or the property.
So I'm going to dismiss this case, Ms. Curran. It appears to me that this is a dispute that is better resolved in the divorce action. You all can certainly come up with agreements about how, who would stay. I mean, a divorce case, takes time, but the more you all can come to agreement on things, the better, honestly. I know that it seems like emotions are pretty high right now, but you can make an agreement, for example, that you would remain in possession of the house while the divorce is pending. That's totally fine. You can make other agreements about that. Ma'am, you are not part of the divorce. I don't know what's going to happen with you, honestly, and it doesn't seem like a comfortable situation for you to be at that place. So it's likely that you should start looking for some other place to live. Okay. All right. So, but so agreements can be made and you all can hopefully resolve your property issues, and get things.
Right, it wouldn't have come this far if I knew that there were plans in place or timelines. Yes, my household is not a comfortable place and I have a minor child that is in the middle of this and I'm trying to eliminate as much tension and animosity as possible during our divorce.
That is a great plan, a great
Mhm.
plan. And is it a child of the relationship?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that is so important, especially when we're talking about a little one. Your child needs to know that you both love him or her, and that you want to, that you're there for the child and try not to argue in front of him, all those things. Yet they'll make you go to a class and as part of your divorce action to hopefully protect the child from the, I guess, emotion, the
Mhm.
anger with each other, I guess. Okay,
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry. So I guess I would suggest to you, Ms. Schaefer, that, I mean, it sounds like, I guess, do you have a timeline in, I heard that word, so I'm wondering if you have a timeline for leaving.
I have a limited income, so it's been very difficult in Teller County to find something within my price range. But I have been actively looking, and as soon as I can find something, hopefully I can take the steps to move forward.
Mhm. Well, a divorce is 91 days. So potentially, if there are agreements, the divorce will be over in 91 days. And somebody's going to have possession of that and ownership probably of that house. So you really need to get on it.
Yeah, like I said, I have been looking. I've gone to apartments and I've looked at apartments and stuff, and I am trying.
Okay. And you might, you can always check in perhaps with the Aspen Mine Center. They're across the street. They may have some suggestions for you. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else, but they're helpful anyways. They might have some
And my
suggestions.
granddaughters have offered their couches to me if I need to, so.
Okay. All right. Anything from you, Mr. Curran?
No, ma'am.
Anything else from you, Ms. Curran?
What steps can I take if this does not resolve or escalates things at my house? Because I fear that me going home, that's not going to be safe and sound.
Your Honor, we've been doing this for 30 days now. There's no danger or any unsafe situations. We all keep our peace and keep our distance.
I wouldn't have filed this paperwork had my mother-in-law not told me that I wouldn't like what she would do if I tried to get her to leave our house.
That's not exactly what I said. I said.
That is exactly what you said.
I said, I'll do what I have to do.
You-
Look for a place.
So Ms. Schaefer, it's obvious this is painful for
Mhm.
your son and for your daughter-in-law. You do not need to throw fuel on the fire. You do not need to make any statements about it or any kinds of, making her feel uncomfortable enough that she had to come to court. Nobody wants to be here.
Your Honor.
But stop. You made her feel uncomfortable enough that she came here. So what I need you to do as a person, as kind of the person outside of this conflict, is not to contribute to the conflict. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I go home and I go to my room and I stay in my room for the rest of the day. I do not go out except to warm up food for myself. So I have been staying out of the way. I don't really have any communication with her other than to tell her that one day when I brought their daughter home that she was sick and she needed some medicine. That's the only time we've really had any communication.
Well, please be wise. That's what's expected of us as we get older, that we are
Yes.
wise and that we don't throw fuel on the fire because it's painful enough. The whole process is painful enough.
Yes.
All right? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And it's only dismissed without prejudice. So if you had to come back at some point, when you are basically, you've been given not only possession, but ownership, then perhaps I could do something, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.